Lao Tzu was a Chinese philosopher and writer who lived in the 6th century BC. He is the author of the Tao Te Ching, a foundational text of Taoism. Here are 100 quotes attributed to him. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Knowing others is wisdom, knowing yourself is enlightenment. At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are and you know what you want. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. The wise man does not lay up his own treasures. The more he gives to others, the more he has for his own. To lead people, walk beside them. The softest things in the world overcome the hardest things in the world. Silence is a source of great strength. The more that laws and regulations are given prominence, the more thieves and robbers there will be. If you want to govern the people, you must place yourself below them. The best fighter is never angry. He who knows himself is enlightened. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. The wise man is one who knows what he does not know. When there is no desire, all things are at peace. The wise speak because they have something to say, the fools because they have to say something. Anticipate the difficult by managing the easy. Do the difficult things while they are easy, and do the great things while they are small. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. The power of intuitive understanding will protect you from harm until the end of your days. He who knows does not speak. He who speaks does not know. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. If you want to awaken all of humanity, then awaken all of yourself. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. The words of truth are always paradoxical. Simplicity, patience, compassion. These three are your greatest treasures. Be still like a mountain and flow like a great river. He who stands on tiptoe doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far. He who tries to shine dims his own light. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The more laws and order are made prominent, the more thieves and robbers there will be. The wise find pleasure in water. The virtuous find pleasure in hills. The wise are active. The virtuous are tranquil. The wise are joyful. The virtuous are long-lived. Be the chief, but never the lord. The best way to predict your future is to create it. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. One who is too insistent on his own views finds few to agree with him. He who talks more is sooner exhausted. The Tao that can be told is not not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions. The sage does not accumulate for himself. The more he uses for others, the more he has himself. Do not look only at yourself and you will see much. Do not justify yourself and you will be distinguished. Do not brag and you will have merit. Do not be prideful and your work will endure. The wise man is one who knows what he does not know. The more prohibitions you have, the less virtuous people will be. The more weapons you have, the less secure people will be. By letting go, it all gets done. He who is contented is rich. The truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth. The more you know, the less you understand. If you want to govern the people, you must place yourself below them. He who has knowledge does not predict. He who predicts does not have knowledge. Those who have knowledge don't predict. Those who predict don't have knowledge. In dwelling, live close to the ground. In thinking, keep to the simple. In conflict, be fair and generous. In governing, don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. The journey itself is the destination. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. The wise do not impose their own views on others. To know yet to think that one does not know is the highest attainment. Not to know yet to think that one knows will lead to difficulty. The further one goes, the less one knows. The wise are never busy in vain. When goodness is lost, it is replaced by morality. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. He who loves the world as his body may be entrusted with the empire. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Respond intelligently even to unintelligent treatment. To understand the limitation of things, desire them. Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. He who is content with himself has done a worthless work. Achievements have no value in themselves, only in relation to what follows. Act without doing, work without effort. The Tao is like a well, used but never used up. It is like the eternal void, filled with infinite possibilities. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. The softest things in the world overcome the hardest things in the world. The more we let go, the more we have. Silence is a source of great strength. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. The highest good is like water. Water gives life to the 10,000 things and does not strive. He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. The Tao is always at ease. It overcomes without competing, answers without speaking a word, arrives without being summoned, accomplishes without a plan. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. The wise person is one who knows what he does not know. The best fighter is never angry. The power of intuitive understanding will protect you from harm until the end of your days. The way to do is to be. He who stands on tiptoe does not stand firm. He who rushes ahead does not go far. He who tries to shine dims his own light. True words are not beautiful. Beautiful words are not true. Good words are not persuasive. Persuasive words are not good. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. The world is ruled by letting things take their course. The more restrictions you have, the less creative you become. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. Without darkness, there can be no light. If you want to awaken all of humanity, then awaken all of yourself. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. If you want to change the world, change yourself. The wise find pleasure in water. The virtuous find pleasure in hills. The wise are active, the virtuous are tranquil. The wise are joyful, the virtuous are long-lived. Love is of all passions the strongest, for it attacks simultaneously the head, the heart, and the senses. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving,